Welcome back to France. We're currently at war with Great Britain, Brittany, Aragon, Spain and Sweden for, once again, the subjugation of Brittany, which should actually run around, or run its course pretty good, thanks to the fact that they're out of the coalition against me, which should turn out to be a pretty good thing. These guys are going to the Western Mediterranean. I think I'll allow them to get away first, and we'll destroy that British army, simply because it's easier that way, and also because that should provide me with some relative safety, I'd say. But we'll go ahead now, try to get our troops over to Algiers, and hopefully that'll allow me to march these guys over here, and then stop Fez from causing any trouble for me. Which would be quite good for me. And also we'll go ahead and go economy or axis. We'll cancel the fleet basing rights. No need to have them now that we already gotten what we want, which was to sneak our troops over. And we'll also have to deal with these 14,000 Burgundian patriots, and also apparently some other more annoying issues over here. We'll have to go back to Naples a little bit further down the line to help them out, but for now we'll be dealing with the rebels, trying to destroy them. Apparently the rebels ended up not sieging anything there for some reason, probably some kind of bug, but still I'm happy with it. But we'll have to deal with them now, try to get rid of them. And as you know, I can potentially now release Fez as a nation itself below me, and that's actually quite tempting to do. If I want to make a peace with a member of a coalition, can never sign a separate peace. Wow. I declared war on Brittany. It wasn't in a coalition against me. Apparently that brought in an entire coalition. That doesn't fly well with me. I don't really get how the system works. So apparently I cannot actually declare war on a member of a coalition without bringing the entire thing in. And that's kind of negative for me. That's really bad. Toledo, Yan. So apparently I need to have 100% simply to be able to take 3 provinces. So we'll live with taking Toledo, Alicante. No. We'll have to see how this turns out, but in this case I'll have to go after Great Britain. I'll have to get Wales for something released. Have them as a base here, base operations. Then we'll be going after Great Britain properly, and basically just screw them over time and time again until they're so small that they can't actually pose a threat to me. For now, we'll simply allow this war to run, see how it winds up. Should be a fairly easy victory here, but we'll have to see. Yeah, they have to run to Vorpommern, which will then re-siege. But Siege of Armagh is done. And this is kind of the interesting battles here, where you bounce back and forth for no good reason apparently. And with that little morale, they should basically have been broken straight away, but for some reason when an army nearly doesn't have any morale, it's scarier than when it has full morale. So I don't get how that system works, but still it's quite interesting. We can, of course, as you know, sue peace with Sweden. They'll not agree to any peace though, so that's kind of bad, but still. We can get Divine Supremacy, we'll do just that. Missionary Strength plus 3%. Also, as you can see, we'll get technology cost minus 10% once we get our next idea, which will probably be a Spirited Corps. We'll have to see. There we go. British Army destroyed. Everything good again. But yeah, we'll have to see. We'll probably just make a peace for Cáceres. Release Wales. Give me some money as well. I can live with this. The reason why I'm taking Cáceres is simply because it's close to another one of my provinces. I could always take Murcia. No, I can't actually. Yan. No, we'll take Cáceres simply because it's close to one of my provinces. I can actually protect it for them, so they don't actually have to do that themselves. That, as you can see, a French vassal. It's too expensive, so we will not be doing that. We'll be waiting 5 more years. Then we'll be going after. No, it's too still again. Going after the more annoying countries. Great Britain will basically go after everyone who is big. Great Britain in this case. Wales will be a close ally of ours. We'll basically now bribe them and become best buds, hopefully. I'll have to see here in terms of diplomatic relations if there's something here we can get rid of. Pomerania military access, can always get rid of that one. And royal marriage with Hungary is something that we also can get rid of. I'll simply have to wait for a diplomat to be available. Cancel military access. There we go. And hopefully I can always release fast, as I said, but we'll have to break off with Hungary then. Still waiting for a war with over the Norwegian throne. So we'll have to see how that turns out. But for now, we'll simply try and save up some money, prepare for the next wars. That'll basically be with Great Britain here. We'll be causing some real issues for them, and hopefully that'll allow me to start picking them apart as well, and otherwise cause a lot of issues for them. I'll actually go ahead and ally Wales to make sure that I have at least some sort of relations with them. With also a royal marriage, I could potentially also diplomatically vassalize them. I'm not sure if they'd allow me. No. Diplomatic skills, so if this guy has some worse distance between border, number of provinces, stability of Wales. So yeah, we'll have to see how this turns out. We can potentially vassalize them later on, but for now we'll simply have to make them like us, to be happy with us, and then we'll be going after Great Britain together. But yeah, we'll have to see how this turns. How this turns out. For now, though, we'll not be doing too much. I'm wondering how long I actually had these guys in a union. For 40 years, almost. But still, Portugal isn't anyone that I want to actually start trying to inherit. So we'll have to see Savoy, so forth. We can soon start the process of annexing them both, and that we will, simply because it'll give me more troops, more money potential. So we'll have to see how this turns out. Bohemia is in positive, Hainaut is in positive, Naples is in positive, Savoy positive, Portugal positive, Norway also positive. So all that we actually are waiting for now is for this girl to die. Succession war between France and Sweden, that will be a little bit interesting. So we'll have to see how it goes in the end, but for now we'll be waiting for the more interesting things to happen. Apparently we have lost our claim to the throne of Norway. Let's see what happened. So actually got at age 65. That doesn't really make any sense though. But that's how life is. There is some good news though on the horizon. Austria is currently in a position where we can try and get them into a position where they'll accept the royal marriage. As you can see, we're not really that far away. We simply have -10. So we'll have to see how this turns out with diplomatic reputation, or I believe that was diplomatic reputation. I could potentially boost it with. Nope, don't have a guy available to boost diplomatic reputation, unfortunately. So we'll simply have to sit by and see what we can do. But we'll be focusing on growth, try to get some things going. If we can get Austria too in a marriage, that would be great, because then we'd basically be owning most of the world here. As you can see, the Bohemians have been giving away St. Gallen, they have been giving away Cáceres, so well, that's a little bit too bad, really, but we'll simply have to keep on going, see how things actually turns out. And thanks to them messing up, we have, as you know, ended up with some minor issues here. But we'll keep on going. We'll keep on going for Africa, start causing trouble there. I really want to take these isles from Spain. So we'll have to see exactly what we'll do. But for now, things will have to go as they have. We converted Alencon back to Catholic, and we're currently converting these two as well. If we want to convert these, we'll have to wait for a little while. As you can see, they still have the religious seal. So we'll really have to wait. It's Ile-de-France will be real difficult, as you can see, because 5, 6, we have 6.7 here, so we can always take the counter-reformation, which should help us, but we'll have to see. Also, as you can see, we also lost the papacy, so we'll have to try and get that back later too. But there's not really much to say here. We'll be sitting by, trying to make things work out, and as far as I know, they probably will. And next time, before we go up against Brittany, we'll place about 20,000 men here, so we can start causing some trouble in basically their homes. So until then, we'll be preparing for war, preparing, get stronger, all that, and we'll have to sit patiently by and see how it goes. There we go. We unlocked French Ideas Advance, technology cost plus minus 10%. And also we have an extra 10% discipline, which all are quite good. We can also now use forced march, which are my tongue is not agreeing with me today. Forced march, which allows us to march at 150% the normal speed. So that will allow us to go pretty damn fast. Also trade efficiency plus 10% is also good, should help my economy a little bit. As you can see here, 20% of my income comes from trade. So we'll have to keep on focusing on that. We'll probably want to take Antwerpen up here, or send someone to focus on it, so we can get some more strength there. But we'll be sitting by peacefully for a little while, and hopefully we can soon start integrating some of the counties that we have as vassals. As you can see, we have a great opportunity ahead of us. Austria has well, they have a weak air, and that is currently allowing us to try and get them through a royal marriage then union. That would basically put me in a position where I have most of Europe. I wouldn't really have any big enemies in Europe except for perhaps Great Britain. So once we have decapitated them, the same way we will do with Bohemia, or the same way that we're now doing with Austria, I'm pretty sure that we'd be in a position to we must have more prestige than they do. So potentially all that remains now is to get a little bit more prestige through probably war with someone. Most prestige claim throne, then declare war. So the only real issue here with terms of Austria is, since they're Holy Roman Empire, they gain some extra prestige thanks to that. As you can see, a yellow prestige plus 1.35. So that is a little bit of a hit, so to speak. But it will soon be a war, and that'll allow us to get back to 100 prestige again, and that'll allow us to claim the throne. They'll most likely end up at war with us as well, but since we already have a royal marriage, we can claim their lands here. I'm not ready to go after Great Britain just yet. We'll be going after everyone else first. So, or perhaps I should place a 20,000 man regiment in Great Britain. I'll actually go ahead and do so. These 20,000 men will be sent to Great Britain, where they'll be harassing their troops, causing problems, and basically just being total douchebags, so to speak. And that should help me out quite a lot. Safi also became Catholic, which also is a good thing. We'll simply place these guys in Wales, and then we will go after Great Britain, so to speak. And that should, as I just said, most likely put us in a position where we'll have full control of what's going on. But before we can do that, we'll also most likely end up humiliating Austria in a war, claim that throne, simply most likely break the truce, simply to be on the safe side here. But we'll have to see how things turn out. Harsh treatment in Casablanca should help me a little bit. I don't want any rebels to end up causing trouble in this war, and also I should potentially get an extra general simply to have in Great Britain here, although it's not that great. He ain't exactly bad either. Let's see, Austria 511. Potentially I should have made a general out of him. He only has one good stat, so let's see here. He's actually quite a good general as well, so we'll have him in charge of the British forces. We'll have this guy in charge of these guys, And what we'll be going after, I think, is the exact same thing as last time. We'll take Capital Loire. We'll use a revolutionary war, and then we'll simply have to see how this turns out. Since they're allied with Aragon and Spain, unless neither of them join in, which actually would be a good thing, I can Aragon, Spain, Burgundy. So good thing though, Brittany is still war leader, and that's a positive thing. Although I couldn't actually drag in Austria, which potentially also is a positive thing. Great Britain probably didn't join in because of the fact that I have 90,000 men on their doorstep. But all in all, it seems that we are now in a position where we can actually cause them some serious issues here. Aragon has 16,000 men over there. A little bit surprising. Also a little bit surprising that the Bohemians insist on having their troops on top of mine. No, I cannot get military access. Outrage attitude. But yeah, I'd say we are in a pretty good position here. We have become also a papal control again, stability cost, diplomat's prestige, so forth. Everything is getting back on track, so to speak. But once again, I'm pretty sure that I'll be taking care of the army hunting, and then have my vassals take care of everything else. That's usually how things end up working out, and it's a good way of doing things, I dare say. Hopefully, we'll probably lose this battle, I think. Especially if those 6,000 men are allowed to join in. Yep, we lost that one. We'll be running home, but scolding publicly. But even so, we should be alright. Diplomatic reputations, we'll go for better relations over time. Can't afford anyone who's extremely good at the moment, but we should still be alright. The only real issue here is taking out the Aragonese, and I should potentially send this fleet up to get or fetch the 20,000 men here, because let's be honest, there's no real use for them, unless I actually end up in a war with Great Britain. So we'll be sending them home, and we'll be using them to cut Aragon down to size. And I'm pretty sure actually that I can make peace, yeah, on vassal personal union under Spain. I can actually make peace with all of these on their own, which also puts me in a position where I can once again get more out of the peace deals, and thus end up hurting them a little bit more. Also, with this, I can also try to allow Portugal to take some more of the provinces to Aragon and so forth. So I can't actually complain about anything right now. Everything is more or less going as planned. They're running to Salamanca, and then they'll be running to Girona. You can actually just go and wait in Girona. We'll send these guys up to siege Brittany, and I'm pretty sure right now that I couldn't ask for a better result in this war. But unfortunately, I have to end it here. I think I've used a little bit too much time as usual, so I apologize. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and I'll see you around next time. Bye.